It's my pleasure to introduce Michael Cellini. They have a new company in Scotia for Treetop Adventures. So Michael, if you come up here and join us.
Thank you, everyone. My name is Michael Cellini, actually, from Mountain Ridge Adventure. We are a brand new Treetop Challenge course and zipline park located right here in the Capital District. For those of you who have been to challenge courses before or adventure parks, you understand what they are. For those who have not been to one of these, let me explain a little bit about what they are. Where am I clicking? There we go. So, in a nutshell, an individual comes to our course. They are assigned a full body harness, a helmet, gloves, and special equipment. They go through a 30-minute training course. Importantly is the bottom graphic. That's called a Smart Snap system. That is what we call 100% attachment. So when an individual is traversing our obstacles, they are always attached. An example of some of these obstacles is what you see here. So an individual climbs up into these trees. These trees can be, or the platforms on those trees can be anywhere from 10 feet up to 35, 45 feet in the air. As you traverse through the course, they progressively get harder and more difficult. Strategically, when I was designing this course, I realized that a lot of the apprehension that individuals have when they come to these courses is obviously the height, it's the physical challenge. So we did something strategic, and we actually put in a separate zipline park, so a family of 4 or a group of friends can come to our park. Those that have the ability to do the challenge course can do the challenge course, but somebody who's a little bit apprehensive can then do just ziplining, which is a lot easier. It gives you a taste of adventure, but not quite that challenge course. Here's an example of 2 other elements, and we call these elements, but they are basically obstacles in the trees. They range from Tarzan swings to Indiana Jones bridges. We actually have a full dining room set up with a chandelier and everything, so that you walk across the chairs and you walk across the tabletop. It's set up with utensils and plates, so it's actually really fun. So what else about it? We are brand new. We are expecting to open in May or June. My contractor flipped his car 2 days ago, so unfortunately I'm pushed back another few days. But hopefully we are still on course to open up in May or June. These parks are similar to ski parks. So you go, you buy a pass. In our case, it's $49 for a 3-hour pass for the full challenge course. But for those, again, that just want to do the zip lining, we have a discounted rate for zip lines. So no experience necessary to do something like this. It's not like rock climbing where there's a long learning curve. Anybody can do a course like this as long as you have the physical capabilities of the average adult. We start from 7 years old, can go up to as old as one's ability can take them. Not only is it an exciting adventure, but I'll give you a brief story. My wife and I were in Puerto Rico this past summer doing a course. there was a woman in front of us. She was in her mid-50s, and she was very nervous. And her husband kept encouraging her, and my wife kept encouraging her. By the end of the day, this woman had a smile from ear to ear. She could have absolutely conquered the world. So as fun as these courses are, you actually leave with something that you really can't find anywhere else. Obviously, safety is a huge factor for us. When we designed this course, we used a certified ACT, which is a national organization. We use a certified builder. These are third-party inspected, and we use a special safety equipment where you are 100% attached to a safety line at all times. The only way to unattach is to get down to the ground with either a zip or a special element, and there's a key on the ground. So as much as anything has risks, challenge courses or adventure parks are actually extremely safe. So where are we? Basically, we are 30 minutes from anywhere in the capital region. We're located in Scotia Glenville, 10 minutes from Saratoga, 10 minutes from Schenectady, 30 minutes from Saratoga, 30 minutes from Albany. We're located on top of an 1,100-foot mountain. We have a 500-foot long gorge on a 50-acre piece of property. So who are our customers? I know a new business is not allowed to say everybody, but if you're 7 years old and above and you like fun, that's our customer, along with obviously corporate clients and what we call pay-for-play. So the market, there are 3,500 of these parks in the UK, in Europe. There's only about 400 in the United States, so it's a growing market. What makes us an advantage here in the capital region is we have a larger population. We have corporate clients. My nearest competitor is about an hour and a half away. So marketing, kickoff. We did a Times Union event where we ran a zip line and engineering feat across the top of the Times Union Center. It was incredible. But obviously, you know, this is something folks do on weekends and during the summer. Online is a big factor for us, but also social media and word of mouth. So who we are, it's basically my wife and myself. We do have 30 part-time employees, obviously, to run the park, but we are outdoor enthusiasts, entrepreneurs, both of us separately. So mixing between outdoor enthusiasts and entrepreneurship created this business. Traction, we are ready to launch. And what we are looking for from this group, one, we are definitely looking to still staff up. I want as many employees as I possibly can because I know I'll have attrition. But I also would love for everybody to like us on Facebook. Please come out to the park and have some fun. Talk us up. Get involved with some social media, connect with us, and come experience the event. Any questions? Yes.
How does potential liability work?
So obviously we have liability insurance, so I'll give you an example. Soccer has 3,500 accidents per 1 million hours of playing soccer. Ziplining has 4 accidents per 1 million hours of ziplining. The reason it is such a low factor for accidents is the safety that we implement. It's a full body harness, and in our case, unlike some of my competitors that use just carabiners, our system you cannot unlock without a key.
What if you get stuck up there?
So the course is lined with monitors. So our first course of action is we will verbally help you get across. So you know what, use your left foot and go to the left, try it that direction. In certain instances, if I do have to come up and get you, we are all trained by a certified ACT trainer to what we call belay you or lower you to the ground. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
On your 2-hour zip line program, How many zip lines would the typical customer experience, and how high are they?
So a part of the zip line course itself, we have 8 zip lines traversing a 500-foot long gorge, 100 feet wide, 50 feet deep. You can do that as many times as you like over the 3-hour period. I'm sorry, in that case, over the 2-hour period. In total, we have 15 to 20 zip lines throughout the course, but the separate zip line course, again, is limited to just that one run. Yes, sir?
Price point seems a little low.
Well, we are new, and we are also smaller than some of the larger parks. Believe it or not, the largest parks are located in just south of us, about an hour and a half, and just east of us. Those are some of the largest parks in the United States. The very first park, and I'll actually say the name, is Adirondack Green. That's my main competitor. He was the very first adventure park in the United States. But some of the larger parks have 100+ elements. We have 50, 55. The reason I designed the course accordingly and thus lowered it to be more localized, okay, is again, I want to establish my brand, and I want to get involved in this community. So that price point is where I feel I fit in respect to my competition and being local. And that's the last question.
Give him a hand.